Hello and welcome to the first, well, not first, but first new reading of comics. I'm still stuffed up and stuff from 2 weeks worth of colds and all kinds of other issues. But I'm going to try and do at least a basic reading because I said I wanted to get one out 3-4 weeks ago. So I figured I'd at least get something out, so the voices are going to probably be even worse than normal. It's not like they can't be any better or any worse than they usually are. So I figured this would be a fun one to check out because I want to see how much Muttsy is part of this book, because I'd never seen the Sad Sack Muttsy, the Talking Dog books. So I'm curious what these are all about. And yeah, this is my first, and I got lots of Sad Sacks with Muttsy in them, but I just never seen the Muttsy by himself doing the Talking Dog books, which is the same as the regular Muttsy stories, I'm sure, but this one focuses the whole book on Muttsy. But yeah, we got hopefully the microphone will work. I got a brand new setup I'm playing with. 2 tables, one for reading off of, one for holding all my crap, microphones, computer, all that stuff, so hopefully it'll hold up pretty good, but we will see what happens. But this is a 12-cent October number 121 Sad Sacks Muttsy, the Talking Dog. If you have your issue, you can follow along, but I'm sure there's not anybody out there that has this issue, or maybe one or two people might, who knows, because I have a lot of friends now that are Harvey followers, along with my old friends that were Harvey followers, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But let's get started. Starting out, they're selling things for, a speedometer for your bicycle. I remember those. Big, bulky looking, goofy things. Yeah. See, this was Harvey Comics, 1967, 3 years before I was born. This first story is Sad Sacks Muttsy and Dinner Out. This is the night, Muttsy. It's dinner at Pierre's for us. They go to Pierre's Fine Cuisine and Entertainment restaurant. Sorry, sir, but we do not allow any pets in the dining room. Shucks. Let the sack enjoy himself. I'll make out okay. But inside the restaurant, Muttsy, wait up! They can't separate us, old pal. And they go over to Pete's Hamburger Heaven, and you order 2 more with the works, Pete. Pete, Pierre's, what's the difference? It's like Muttsy don't care. Food's food. As long as he's eating, he's happy. So they order by mail stuff. They had all them goofy little magician things and fake dog poop and all that stuff back in the 60s also. And then they got a list of companies that you can, or no, this is Harvey Films, companies that you can get Casper and the Friendly Ghost and Company films, and TV channels. They got the local stations mentioned on here. They even have, I don't even see the Wisconsin one. I would assume it would be out of Milwaukee. They got Michigan and stuff like that. So Billings, Montana. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's funny. I don't see Wisconsin on the list. No, probably flying right over it. Alright, next we got Sad Sacks Muttsy, the Talking Dog, as the Gourmet. Hit. It's GI beans and hash tonight. Just look at the poor hungry saps running for it. Hurry, Cookie. Cookie doesn't allow any stranglers in the chow line. Last call for chow. I can't stand GI beans and hash. My friend, the Sad Sack is going to buy me a fine dinner in town. Oh, Muttsy, come here, boy. Here's a nice plate of GI beans and hash for you. Yeah, I don't see why a dog would want that either. Arr! Grr, arg. The idea, offering me some of his miserable beans and hash. And the cook's like, what the heck? What's going on with you? Too good for my food? Today, I don't have to eat that stuff. Well, the nerve of that dog. He really snubbed me. Boy, I'm working up an appetite. I wonder just where my pale sack is. You see Sad Sack locked up in the guardhouse. Muttsy, I've been looking for you. Sack? What are you doing in the jug? I got into some trouble with the Sarge, and he jailed me. But, you were supposed to take me for a fine dinner in town. Gee, I'm sorry about that, pal. The Sarge says I'll be in here for a week. Huh? But I'll take you out for a great meal when he lets me out. But what about tonight's meal? Hurry down to the mess hall before it's too late. Cookie will feed you. He did offer me his GI beans and hash. Running back to the mess hall, smashes into the door. Out! Absolutely no stragglers. Cook slams the door. He's not happy Muttsy wouldn't take his food in the first place. Gosh, what am I gonna do now? Goes jumping through the window, lands in the pot, the big old pot of dishwater. So now you come around begging for my beans and hash. Well, you can just get out. Farm Muttsy, it doesn't pay to have Cookie mad at you. Sob, I'm hungry. Nobody loves me. Some songs going on that says pay call. I don't know what that would be. Oh, yeah. It's payday. That would make sense. That was always a big thing with the military. Stories, payday, and when they got letters in the mail from the family and stuff. Girlfriends. Hey, that's first come, first paid. Let's go. Go running out the door. Get out of the way. Get out of our way. Muttsy, pal, are you alright? Oh my, if you're hurt, I'll never forgive myself. Don't worry, I'll get you inside and take care of you. Eat, pal, eat. It's good old GI beans and hash. Mutsy's chomping it down. Wow, look at him eat. I'll get him some more. He's cleaned up 4 bowls already. He loves it. Puffy! Muttsy just kind of upchucked it some. In the end. Yeah. Alright. I didn't even give the name of that one, did I? Yeah, I had to. Oh no. I'm gonna end up damaging my pages. It's just, oh, the Gourmet was the name of that one. This one's Stormy Stew. I'm getting hungry, Sack. Chow will be ready in a minute, Muttsy. Sack, what's this? I can't see. Oh my, it's a desert sandstorm. It's stopping as quickly as it started. Goody, we can eat. Well, do you like my cooking? Phooey, you got sand in the stew. It's nice that they got lots of little shorts in here. That way the voices can change and it doesn't matter. Yeah. Next one is The Reason. Wow. On patrol in Skull Valley. It's so desolate. It bores me stiff. What a miserable life. Oh, stop griping. Army duty is Army duty. And they're going through Skull Valley Rocket Range as they're walking. Oh, yeah? Why did the Army put us out in the desert anyway? They've got their reasons. They always do. Skull Valley Patrol, take cover. This is an alert. Take cover. Sack! Hurry! Oh boy! Wow! Boom! Ba-bam! Patrol stand by for salvo number 2. How did that new type bunker stand up under fire? Now you know the reason. Or now you know the reason. I was afraid of that. So they're obviously hiding in a bunker, and they're going to be getting all kinds of wonderful bombing around them. At least they're in a bunker this time. Next story up is Sad Sack and Muttsy. For a minute there I thought I forgot to hit the record button. That would have sucked. In the big turkey raid. Cookie, what's the big idea? This is the 5th time in a row that you've served us GI beans and hash. The general says it's got to economize on my food expenses till the end of the month. Yuck! Don't waste your time, Muttsy. It's beans and hash again tonight. Huh? Beans and hash again? Squeak! I wouldn't feed that to a dog. General, this is the mess sergeant. Your economy meals are not going over so well with the men. What are you feeding them? GI beans and hash. I've got lots left over. What will I do with all these leftovers? Oops. What will I do with all these leftovers? Feed them to Muttsy and the canine animals. Muttsy won't eat it either. Huh? And when Muttsy refuses to eat, the rest of the dogs refuse too. I'm not feeding those dogs anything special. They'll eat the same as all of us. By the way, I want to place my dinner order for my meeting tonight with Senator Snooper, who is inspecting the post. Turkey Supreme, potatoes, Lyonnaise, Waldorf salad, and... Yes, sir, but first I'll cook and eat my steak. The cook's got himself a big old steak while everybody else is eating beans and hash. I smell steak. And turkey. It's food. Real food. Mmm. Let's get it. Grrr. No further, generals. No further. General's orders. Dogs halt in their running stampede. The general says the sooner those leftovers of beans and hash are eaten, the sooner this mess gets back to real food. We'll wait. Sack, rush this Turkey Supreme dinner over to the general's quarters. Look, there's the Sack, taking the general's dinner to him. Mmm, such a delicious odor. Come in. Your dinner, sir? Well, let it cool off before we start. All right, boys. Dig, dig, dig. What the? Here it comes. What the heck did they do? They dug a hole. The building kind of tipped and went sideways. So they dug a hole deep enough that the building started to fall off the cliff into the hole. Okay, I see. That's what happened. That makes more sense. And then the turkey flew out the window when the house started to tip. Which the house wasn't tipped that far. Surprising the turkey flew out of there. You dogs, stop eating our turkey. That's in order. Those ravenous dogs ate our dinner. We'll go to see the mess sergeant. Cookie, Muttsy and his crew ate our turkey dinner. What else can you feed us? Huh? Gosh. Senator, that's just GI beans and hash he's cleaning up. Just the enlisted men's leftovers. What's good enough for our soldiers is good enough for a United States Senator. Yuck! Swill, Washington will hear what you're feeding this post. This is all Muttsy's fault. I'll have him shipped to the remotest post in the man's army. How come we drew the Skull Valley Desert Patrol sack? The army always has a reason. Alright, some more fun old advertisements. Some pepper gum, a joy buzzer. Little secret camera. I always thought that was the coolest thing. I bought it and it was one of the cheesiest things. You're trying to get film developed through that thing and it didn't take really great pictures. But I came up with one of those. I don't think I might have ordered it through a comic or something. But got the new Casper cartoon show. Lots of Casper, Audrey, Wendy, Sarge, Sad Sack stuff advertised. These, our family had at least one pair in the household. I don't know where they got them from. They're kind of unique. They did work good enough, but it says see up to 18 miles. I say bullshit. They didn't zoom in or anything real great. You had this little zoom button on top once you open it up, and this is the eyeglasses folded into it and stuff. Yeah, I probably still got a pair of those up in Dad's little collection with all the little folding knives and old stuff that he used to keep in the case. 250 magic tricks revealed. Some more comic stuff here. Alright, we got Sad Sack's Muttsy the talking dog in the Exiles. Gosh, Sack, it sure is lonely out here. It's desolate. We've been banished, cast out, secluded, rejected, isolated. Not a sound. Blam, ba-boom, blam, bam. I got my cat down here begging for something, so I'm going to give him a little catnip treat. Let him go play. There you go, Lemmy. Hey. Right there. So otherwise he's going to hop up on the table and lay on top of my comic, I have a feeling. So, give him something to entertain him for a while. These pages are a little rougher in the backside, so I don't want to rip them. What was that? Attention Skull Valley Patrol. Yes, Command. Rocket Barrage number 1672 was right on the target. Good. We'll keep you posted on the next alert. Now you and that mangy mutt resume your patrol duty. Roger, Command. Command? My snoot. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. That's Sarge. For the purpose of this duty, he's Command. We're here in Skull Valley to check the accuracy downrange of our missiles, and also to patrol the area for unauthorized personnel. Stop dreaming. There's no one out here for miles. They put us out here for punishment. Punishment? What did I ever do to deserve this? How about the time you were driving the Sarge and... Why are you stopping now, Sack? I think that the tank is empty. You think? Check it out. Sack, not with your lighter. Boom! Ooh-wee. Was he ever ripping mad? Yeah. Maybe it's your fault that we're out here. Remember when... Whoa, The Sarge tripped over me. Ooh, his new uniform. You stupid pooch. Why don't you watch where I'm walking? When I get my hands on you, I'll... Halt, you idiot of a dog. As he boots the dog goes flying over Sad Sack's, well, looks like a cement truck. Sarge goes flying after the dog boots his butt, and Sarge lands in the cement trough. Help! I'm afraid to look. I'm afraid to look. I don't blame you. Come back here. So long. Yeah, I guess we did mess up a few details. We sure did. Shucks, these things could have happened to anyone. Maybe so, but here we are on Skull Valley duty, where it's so lonely it's isolated. Just desolate. That sounds terrible. It's supposed to be a helicopter spinning. Alone and forgotten. Sack, look. Donuts and coffee. Bye-bye. What would we soldiers do without the American Red Cross? Those donut dollies get everywhere. Helicopters flying in donuts for you. That's pretty nice of them when you're out on military duty. I got Muttsy and Doggone Problem. I'm not going to read this. This is a nice little prose story that they have in the back. Muttsy fattens up in this story. It looks pretty funny. Looks interesting. And we got Sad Sack's Muttsy, the Talking Dog, and Desert Duty. Seems like they're in a lot of desert duty in this book. Alright. Rough duty or not, the view out here in Skull Valley is beautiful. Look at that natural bridge. That was formed by a constant big wind. And I thought the Sarge was back on post. Say, it's time I called him. We're out of water and I want them to parachute some to us. Calling command. This is the Skull Valley Patrol. Yep. How did you find Army life out in the desert? It's as hot as roof. What do you expect in a desert? Snowdrifts? Yeah, the cat's trying to get up here. He couldn't be happy with what I gave him. Now he's being a little turd. Sergeant Stupid and his silly sense of humor. I heard that. Let me tell you, Sack, I'm glad I had you assigned to desert duty. And if I have my way, you and that stupid dog will roast in Skull Valley until that desert turns into a blooming garden. So don't call me, I'll call you. So get lost. Sack, I am. It's a desert sandstorm. Muttsy, where are you? Sack, I'm blowing away. Muttsy, I can't see you. The sand dunes have shifted. I've lost Muttsy. I can't contact the Sarge. He's signed off. I'm lost myself. And you got a cactus there for direction. You got some hills to the side of you. Follow the pattern. You know what hills you're by. Look for the ones that were formed naturally with the hole through it and try and go from there is what I'd do. The wind. It's letting up. I'm going down. A funny gift from Great Spirit. I know I'm going to get yelled at for this. Huh? Go to Buggy. Quick, take him to my son, the medicine man. Captured by Indians? It's not possible. I hope he's modern enough to have given up scalping. Huh? Like car? Oh, yeah. You got to keep in mind a lot of these things in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even early 90s still had certain writings and stuff like that. I'll keep certain words out if I catch them ahead of time, but I'm just reading the stuff as it was given to us back then. So hopefully no one will take offense to it, but we'll see what happens. See how much trouble I get in. My tribe make 'em plenty money in oil, but me like 'em live on desert in old time Indian way. Me old time Indian except for big car. But my son, the medicine man, he real doctor. He like 'em new time, pale face way. He lives it up. You're not going up on the table, mister. Mr. Lemmy Kilmeister's trying to get up on the table. Yeah, you're just going to go right up there. You lay down right there. Right there. In the other direction. Dad, this is an army dog, and you say you found him just outside of Skull Valley. Why, that's as hot as cat butt. Roof! Look at him. Go at that dish of water. He was very, very dry. Say, I wonder if... Are there any more army guys lost in Skull Valley? Don't you worry. We'll get water to your friends. We'll take my private plane. Roof! I can't turn the page with your big butt on top of it. See if I can do this with the cat here without him turning and ripping the rest of my pages. Yes, there's a soldier. He's passed out with the heat. I'll parachute you down to him. It's the sack. We're in luck. There's a cloud. Circle back over it. I'm coming, Sack. Muttsy, where did you come from? We need water. I've had some. I've got some coming for you. I met an Indian. Indian? I suppose he did a rain dance for you and... Not exactly. He keeps seeding the cloud with dry ice. It started. Water! Water! Gulp, gulp. Who is rain dancing now? Sack, look. Skull Valley has blossomed into a beautiful garden. All that rain bloomed the dormant seeds in the desert. The Sarge said we could come back if the desert flowered. He'll never believe you. Oh, Sargy! You had some advertisements for some sports stuff, guitar, all that stuff you could buy. Some stamp collecting stuff. They had so many things you could buy back then. These guys I picked up. These, the Army Men. They had I think Cowboy and Indian set I had. All kinds of different sets of those little toys. And of course these stupid things. We did that trying to sell... I think it was postcards we were selling. To get enough points to buy products and stuff. Sell only 60 boxes and you can get a 3-speed bike. This I always wanted, the visible V8 engine. Only had to sell 10 boxes for that one. The Columbia Playboy bicycle, lots of us had that thing back in the day. The banana seat bicycle. But yeah, that's the end of that. Sad Sacks, Muttsy the Talking Dog. That was a fun one. 12-cent comic. Very good condition. I was very happy to get this. I believe I picked this up through Cheap Comic Collectors $2 auctions that he does on Saturdays, and he does Midway one during Psychotronic Squirt Guns Monday night one, which I gotta try and remember this week because I missed last week's. But yeah, finally got our first reading out, even though I'm still stuffed up. Voices weren't great, but hopefully you enjoyed it enough that we'll keep doing these. And yeah, keeping an eye out for more. Oh, we got an advertisement on the back too. What's this for? if you need extra money and you know just 10 people, I mean, they were putting us poor kids into pyramid schemes back then. It's like, really? Advertising pyramid scheme style stuff to kids in comic books, that was just so wrong. Just so wrong. But yeah, that was a fun little thing. I enjoyed it. Hopefully someone else does. And we'll get back with more of these sometime soon. So keep following Under the Cowl of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, or I will grab your belly and I will blow on it. Yeah. We'll try and end every episode with the cat rolling on top of my comics. That's what he likes. Now he's going to eat my glasses. He likes chewing on them too. It's like, these stupid things. Why do you wear them? They make no sense. Yeah, give us some likes. And we will get back with more of these soon. Hopefully. Keep an eye out. Thanks. Have a great day. Goodbye.